I take from here. Obviously, after wide consultations, I will do so with my head held high, knowing full well that I have never once let down my leader, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, or the members of this party who are its backbone. As I said in Busia, Raila did not raise cowards. He did not teach us to run away from hardship or challenges, but to confront them head-on. Our party constitution places a responsibility on us to fight for ODM, and fight we shall. Through all lawful means, we shall fight for this great institution until the very end. We will challenge every illegality in the courts of law and in the court of public opinion. Surrender is not an option for us. I urge our members to remain calm, steadfast and committed to the ideals that brought us together. ODM is bigger than any individual, and it must remain anchored in justice, transparency and respect for its own constitution. Even as we confront the spectacle of stagnation against progress and liberal versus conservative clashes in our politics, we shouldn't fall for the allure of easy largesse and cheap promises made to the electorate for the sole purpose of perpetuating the age-old slavery visited on citizens of this nation by a regime lacking in legitimacy. I remain a loyal member and the duly elected Secretary General of the ODM party. I remain committed to the struggle for a fair, just and democratic Kenya. As I navigate this period, I ask for your prayers and goodwill, but most importantly, for all of you to remain vigilant in guarding the freedoms that Raila Odinga taught us never to compromise over. We are the generation that will reach Canaan, as envisaged by the late Raila Amolo Odinga, and nothing will distract us from this endeavor. I am grateful to all of you for all the messages of support, and I want to assure you that we will be back to the grassroots bigger and more energized, beginning this Sunday in Kitengela. Thank you very much, and God bless you. So we will allow the Deputy Party Leader to say a few things. The Honorable Governor James Orengo will say a few things, and the Honorable Winnie Odinga will say a few things. Then we will take questions.
Thank you. I think a few days back, I raised an alarm that ODM party is now being remote controlled from State House. And I also raised an alarm that there is an attempt to do a hostile takeover of ODM party. Now, this was not baseless. I want to inform you that last Friday, I received a call from chairperson of ODM, Madam Gladys Wanga. And Gladys Wanga gave the call to party leader, Oburu Odinga. And Honorable Oburu requested a meeting with me, which we set for Monday. And on that Monday, I requested that meeting I attend with the Secretary General, because it is important that the top leadership of the party discuss. And Honorable Buru came to that meeting with Junet Mohammed. The meeting was held at Honorable Bosire's house. And also we had our trustee, Amos Wako. And in that meeting, we raised a number of issues. One, which we agreed that the meeting of NEC that had been scheduled for Mombasa be delayed, be postponed until we get consensus in the party. We also agreed a team of trustees led by our elders, Honorable Amos Wako, Honorable Nyang'nyong, Honorable James Orengo, Honorable Bosire and others, continue with the mediation process in the party. I am surprised that Honorable Buru told us that he needed to consult further. That consultation, he did not consult it with other key stakeholders in the party, but they proceeded that night to State House to consult William Ruto. And that's why two of us did not attend the NEC meeting in Mombasa, because we were waiting for feedback from Honorable Buru as to whether the NEC meeting in Mombasa is happening or not. I am surprised that they went ahead and made very, very critical decision of removing Honorable Sifuna as the SG. I want to call upon the membership of this party to stand firm and resist the efforts by President William Ruto to hostilely take over this party. We will not allow him. We will not allow him to have his way. And I know that many other leaders are going to join this cause. So we want to ask our members, especially in our stronghold, to remain calm, that Sifuna is going nowhere. And I had said that if Sifuna goes, I will also go. I want to say that these members have agreed that we will fight the war, and we still recognize Sifuna as our legitimate Secretary General, as you will discover shortly. We want to say that there is a pair in this party which is an axis of evil. They know themselves, I'm not going to mention their name, who are working day and night to assist William Ruto to wreck this party. We will not allow you. And that's why we are saying, from this weekend, we are going to the people. We are going to our supporters, starting with Kitengela on Sunday, and on 21st, we are going to Vihiga, Kakamega, and Bungoma. So our people stay firm. We are not about to give up. We will continue to protect the legacy of Raila Amolo Odinga.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I want to state that the illegal removal of Sifuna from office is not taken on a light note by this team, and I want to condemn the leaders who did this. We know what Baba stood for. Baba stood for justice. Baba stood for fair hearing and trial. And the meeting that took place in Mombasa was an illegal meeting. That was a kangaroo meeting that was set up to remove the current Secretary General of ODM, Edwin Sifuna, from office. I want to state that these leaders were seen at one point in Mombasa taking sacred oath to uphold and protect the party constitution, the same constitution that they are violating. There was no proper procedure that was followed. And I want to state that there is no way that illegal office holders can remove a legal office holder, SecGen, from office. Lastly, I want to state that the only mistake Sifuna committed and the only mistakes that we are committing is to fight for the downtrodden, to fight for the forgotten in this society, to fight for the less privileged in Kenya, to fight for jobs to be given to our youth, to fight against the high cost of living that is affecting Kenyans in this nation. These are the only crimes that we are committing. And I want to assure you that we are going to fight. The war has been declared, a line has been drawn. If you are on our side, you are on our side. If you are on the other side, fight on the other side. But this is not going to stop anytime soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, members of the Fourth Estate, my colleagues here. The second casualty of this coup was removed as the Deputy Organizing Secretary via a WhatsApp message. You know very well that our party constitution, to remove a NEC member, it must be a resolution of the NEC. I was removed even before the NEC met. And I'm elected member of parliament on ODM ticket twice from a very volatile, extremely non-ODM zone. From Westland to the border of Malaba, the only member of parliament on ODM is Caleb Amis. And this is a person the ODM has removed through a WhatsApp message. This is a sad day. There is a time When we lost our election in 2013 and Baba declared democracy is on trial, the ODM democracy is indeed on trial. It is a sad moment for us to gather here as people who believed in the ideals, the ideologies, and the philosophies of Baba Raila Odinga to complain about the very party that we have built through blood and sweat. It is indeed a sad moment for Kenyans. We are here to declare war. There is a coup that has happened in ODM. In olden days, coup plotters were supposed to have been stoned to death. Coup plotters were stoned to death. But we are in a democracy. That's why the SG is going to use the right legal channel. I have also instructed my lawyers to use the right internal dispute mechanism, failure to which will also go up the ladder through the justice channels. We want to urge all our supporters to remain calm, resilient. We are going to the people. We are going to continuously sell the ideals of Baba Raila Odinga. He is an institution. You can kill ODM, but you can never kill the ideology, the ideals of Baba Raila Odinga. And that is what we are going to stand for. We are there. We will protect ODM, will protect what Baba stood for. He is an institution. Baba's name will never be erased in the political limelight of our country. Baba stands in the steps of Kennedy of US. Baba's name is that of Mandela of South Africa. That for you to become a president of Kenya, you will never become a president of Kenya without the name Raila Odinga in your campaign speech. We will protect that name with all that we have. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think the statement by the Secretary General was comprehensive, but I just will add one or two things. First, as I stand here, the Secretary General of the Orange Democratic Movement is Senator Edwin Sifuna. Shall I repeat for purpose of record and for all those who can hear us from all corners of this great country? Don't be deluded or cheated. The Secretary General of Raila's party, ODM, is one Edwin Sifuna. And Senator Sifuna has served the party for nearly 10 years. And he has been with Raila Odinga at very critical and crucial moments, including running the affairs of the party between two elections. In fact, involved in two elections, 2017 and 2022. During the entire life of Raila Odinga, and during the period in which Edwin Sifuna was the Secretary General, there is no single moment that Raila Odinga rebuked or criticized Edwin Sifuna in public in the discharge of his functions as Secretary General. I shudder to think that mere minions, people who have got no legitimacy in the entire country, can dare talk about Edwin Sifuna. Sifuna speaks for the party, and even today, Edwin Sifuna is speaking for the party. My first encounter with President Ruto when he was elected as president was in a village in Ugenya, some place called Urenga, and I told him, and if you watch the speeches I've made where President Ruto is, I have implored him not to kill political parties, because I could see this coming. The problem in ODM, and I like what Senator Ososi has said, the problem in ODM is President Ruto. We are asking President Ruto to let ODM go, let ODM alone. He has not taken it hostage. He is in possession of the party called ODM. He is convening meetings of organs of ODM of course excluding Honorable Sifuna and Honorable Ososi. There are meetings that have taken place in Kilgoris, and the ones in State House are countless. Please, please, leave ODM alone. And I want to speak about the spirit of Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila Amolo Odinga fashioned a political party which was a people's movement. ODM is a people's movement. Is a movement of the people, for the people, by the people. And those who are showing themselves out as leaders of ODM, please go to the people. And I'm sure you will not go to the people because you know what the people feel. I was very proud with the people in Busia when we were in Busia. I could see Raila Amolo Odinga alive. Those are the kind of meetings Raila Amolo Odinga used to have. So as we move forward, we are not a party of the status quo. We are a party for change. We are a progressive party and not a reactionary party. President Mwalimu Julius Nyerere once told the people of Tanzania, and particularly to the leadership and membership of CCM, that people in Tanzania are looking for change. He was addressing the membership and leadership of CCM, and he said the people of Tanzania are looking for change. If they cannot get that change within CCM, they look for it outside CCM. Watanzania wanataka mageuzi, na wakikosa kupata mageuzi ndani ya CCM, wataitafuta nje ya CCM. Sisi kama wafuasi wa Raila Amolo Odinga tutaendelea kupigania mageuzi, na tutatumia chombo ya Raila Amolo Odinga ambayo ni ODM, na kamwe hatutachoka. Na tunaanza wiki hii na wiki ijayo, na pia kisi vile Bwana Ososi amesema, and at the end, mwishowe, you'll find the spirit and body of Raila Amolo Odinga is in this ODM, the leadership that is standing here. I said at the funeral of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga that they killed Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. I said in the presence of President Daniel Arap Moi that they killed Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. I also want to say, without fear of contradiction, the death of Raila Amolo Odinga, which is still a mystery to a lot of us, those bear responsibility of the death of Raila Amolo Odinga are out there, and they are silent about it. But I hope that one day we will determine the circumstances in which Raila Amolo Odinga passed away. And that must be an objective that we must achieve. And in telling Moi that they killed Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, I also said that the spirit of Jaramogi will live on. And today I can say the spirit of Raila Amolo Odinga lives on. Thank you very much.
Questions? Yes.